We've been fighting this battle for the better part of 6 decades, and we've done reasonably well. Let us be very clear. We have lifted large numbers of our population out of poverty. But the fact that we still have an underbelly of poverty is what must drive us even further and harder than at any other time, because we have this underbelly of poverty at a time when the global environment is threatening to reduce back into poverty many countries that thought that they had turned the corner. And you would notice that I am in conversation mode, not speech mode. And I'm in conversation mode because it is important that we reflect on the fact that at the same time that we want to solve this problem of this underbelly of poverty, we are confronted with crises that can topple the state at any time. Whether that crisis is climate and the corresponding consequences arising from lack of appropriate measures to protect our biodiversity, as our colleagues in Colombia are meeting as we speak here, whether that threat comes from the pandemic, which if I had spoken about that a decade ago, you would have let it run off your back like water off of a duck's back. But the experience of almost 3 years of restricted movement and all that it brought with it, and the consequential post-traumatic stress disorder that is still lingering among members of our populations across the world, cause us to know that pandemics now are not to be ignored, and rather than being ignored, that they have the capacity to destabilize nations and to send people back into poverty, not to mention the lives that it will take.